Texas authorities have identified the 29-year-old woman who was killed when a crane collapsed onto her apartment building Sunday afternoon. The Dallas County Medical Examiner's Office said Kiersten Symone Smith was pronounced dead at a hospital Sunday after the crane smashed into the Elan City Lights apartment building. Her cause of death has not been determined. Crews searching the Elan City Lights apartment building found Smith's body inside after the crane ripped a large gash into the side of the 5-story structure, Dallas Fire Rescue spokesman Jason Evans said. The building itself has suffered multiple collapses in different areas of the building to include residential spaces and the parking garage, Evans said. Of those injured, 2 were listed in critical condition, 2 suffered serious injuries and 1 suffered minor injuries and was later discharged from a hospital, Evans said. First responders searched every apartment they could reach and found no other victims, Evans said. He also said that not every resident of an apartment damaged by the crane was either out at the time or was among those taken to hospitals. Scroll down for video. Evans said Monday that crews are still escorting residents of the Elan City Lights building in and out to retrieve their possessions. He could not provide an update on the condition of the 5 people injured in the collapse. Mother of 3, Yesenia Bosquez, had just returned from a shopping trip with one of her sons to find her apartment crushed by the twisted metal. Her husband, Jay, was still inside. Yesenia said she left her husband home because he needed rest while he recovered from an unrelated shoulder injury. It took about 30 minutes for authorities to tell her that her husband had been rescued alive. It felt like a year, Bosquez said, adding that her husband was rushed to a local hospital in critical condition. He was holding their beloved dog, Joey, while medics worked on his injuries. Jay is currently in the ICU with broken neck bones. Yesenia said their kitten has not been found. The family had only moved into their top-floor apartment 2 weeks ago. The company that owned the crane, Bigge Crane and Rigging Company, said they will be cooperating with any investigation. According to a violation document from the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, Bigge Crane has been issued at least 17 violations since 2013. The firm has contested some of the citations. Crews were called to the site of the collapse just before 2 p.m. after the National Weather Service, NWS, issued a severe thunderstorm watch for the Dallas-Fort Worth area and warned of winds up to 70 miles per hour. Evans said the reason the crane fell is unknown, but there is a strong possibility that the winds played some role in the collapse. Across Dallas, the storm felled mature trees and knocked out power, leaving many areas without working traffic lights. Isaiah Allen told the Dallas Morning News that he was in his apartment when he heard what he thought was a deafening thunderclap. I saw that the crane had actually fell straight through the building and had destroyed a good 8 to 10 apartments, and so there's like floors and stuff falling through, he said. Allen told the paper he saw a bloodied woman trapped in her apartment on the 2nd floor. Video shows that the downed crane ripped a large hole in the east side of the building and landed on an adjacent parking garage. Bigge Crane and Rigging Company said in a statement that it was mobilizing personnel to the site to find out more about the crane collapse and would cooperate with any investigation. Our thoughts and prayers are with those directly impacted by this incident, their families and loved ones, and with those who suffered property damage, the statement reads. In 2013, a Bigge Crane was involved in a collapse that killed one worker at a nuclear plant in Arkansas. 8 other workers were injured. OSHA found that Bigge's crane did not meet certain safety standards, contributing to the hazards that caused the collapse. The company was fined $56,700, an amount that was later reduced in a settlement. Evans said every single level of the parking garage in part has collapsed and that multiple vehicles were damaged. Share this article. Share. He said he was not sure if anybody was in the garage at the time of the collapse. Rescue personnel used dogs to try to find people who might be trapped inside the rubble. There has never been a crane collapse onto an already inhabited building, as far as I know, Evans said Sunday. Stephen Cooney said he was standing on his balcony watching debris fly off another building when the crane fell right next to him and smashed into the complex. A number of residents were seen holding their pets as they fled the building. Some of those who had evacuated said their pets were still inside. Joshua Gomez, 23, was taking out the trash. He walked from his third-floor apartment to the garbage chute in the garage when the crane fell onto the building. Gomez said a pile of rubble crashed a few feet in front of him. He then ran back to his apartment and saw his dog, Lucky, hiding underneath the bed in terror. He then grabbed Lucky into his arms and ran out of the apartment. Gomez said a brand new truck he had recently bought was smashed in the debris of the leveled parking garage. I just feel blessed, though, Gomez said. Thank goodness I got out. Amateur video taken at the scene and posted by KDFW TV shows a number of cars piled on top of each other in the apartment complex's garage. The crane caused so much damage that a number of floors of the multi-level parking garage were smashed. Police responded to the scene with dogs who are searching the area to see if anyone is trapped in the collapsed garage. Photos show the true scale of the aftermath. In one, a car was hanging from the edge of the damaged concrete. Other photos and video taken by locals around Dallas show the extent of the damage caused by the inclement weather. One video shows a billboard crash onto parked cars on a street. Locals also reported fallen trees and power outages as a result of the wind gusts. A number of witnesses say local businesses and homes suffer damage. Another image taken of the Fritz Park branch of the Dallas Public Library shows entire window panels busted out of their positions. Massive trees were also seen toppled over onto the sidewalks of residential neighborhoods. The NWS issued a severe thunderstorm watch for the greater Dallas-Fort Worth area until 7 p.m. on Sunday, warning of heavy rain, damaging gusts and large hail. It also issued a flood advisory for parts of the region until 5 p.m. At Dallas Love Field Airport, wind gusts damaged a hangar door and part of the roof at a Southwest Airlines maintenance facility. At least 250,000 customers in the area do not have electricity, according to Power Outage. As more than 190 flights into and out of Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport were canceled on Monday, FlightAware